Welcome to the Glade of Dreams. But before we begin, there's a few things I would like to mention. But I think most of them can wait till we're getting into the game. But before we stop, or before we go in, there's something I would like to mention that is wrong with the Steam version, which is the version I'm using. We have a half-completed file, as this was the one I was testing out the controller I was using, or I am using now. And it says press delete to delete file. I'm gonna do that, or press the button which I've assigned to delete, now. Yeah, I think you can see the obvious problem there. The button they made delete file and the button they made go to a previous menu, they made that the same button and they didn't give it, or they didn't make deleting a file, have a high priority. Yeah, something that is only in the Steam version from what I'm aware. Yeah, So needless to say, I had a little bit of troubles just even blinking, or making a blank slate for this Let's Play. If I didn't, then I wouldn't be using the Steam version now, would I? Anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, just would like to mention this, the Steam version's cutscenes aren't at a lower resolution than other things. You can mod it to fix it, but I don't really want to mess around with that thing, so I won't. So, yeah, we are in a bit of a sticky situation. Also, just mentioning this now, this game runs on a Metroidvania sort of thing, where, you unlock your abilities ahead, as you progress, so, at the moment, all I can do is run and jump. I can't hover. The thing Rayman's known to do, I can't do at the moment, and like to mention that, replaying the game from the beginning is made a lot harder because of that fact. But anyway, as we begin the first level, I would like to mention what type of Let's Play this is going to be. This is going to be a 100% Let's Play, but because you could say that there's many, terms or definitions of 100% for this game, you probably would want to know what exactly I'm doing, for 100%. I am going with the literal definition of 100%, as in, I'm getting everything you can get in this game, even if it's not necessary for a quotation marks 100%. You could feel free to call this 100% plus, but because I feel like that's noted, like, that feels like something else, I'm just gonna call it 100%. But yeah, everything in this game there is to collect, I'm going to be getting. The electrons, I'm getting them. The electrons you get for the time attacks, I'm going to be getting them. And of course, the Loom medals and time attack trophies, I will also be going out of my way to get them. And I'm also going to be playing all the levels. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us, and putting a little disclaimer at the beginning of the series, for hopefully not all that long. I've been using this controller for other things, namely Splatoon 2 and Super Mario Sunshine, so if I mess up, not blaming it 100% on this, because like there's going to be some times where like I generally just fuck up for no apparent reason. My muscle memory at the moment has been hardwired into Super Mario Sunshine mode, so I haven't done myself any favors by making things A to jump and B to attack. Wherein when I was playing Sunshine, I found myself pressing B to jump, as in Super Mario Super Mario 3D All-Stars. In Sunshine, they made it so you can jump with both A and B. It's not really something I liked, but whatever. I got used to it, really. Also, something I am going to say straight up right now. Something you will see me doing is attacking an enemy to make it bubble, and then attacking that bubble. In this game, enemies hold 2 lumps. You get one of them for attacking them, and then you get another one for popping the bubble. Even though the game makes like contraptions to entice you to kill them that way, in a loom sense of the word, don't do that. Don't fall for their antics. Also, now, perfect timing for this, when it comes to the loom medals and the electrons obtained via looms, there's going to be levels where you need 150 for the loom medal, and others where you need, I remember, 350. For the 350 loom medal levels, you get 2 electrons for collecting, I think it's 150 looms and 300. And for the 150 loom medal levels, it's 50, 150, I think. Oh, 50 100s, I think. I'm not gonna call them anything, there's not really a good way to describe those levels, those differences. So for the majority of it, I'm going to be calling the shorter levels 150 levels, since really that's the amount of looms you need to collect, and the longer normal levels are going to be dubbed 350 levels. So, hope that makes sense. Also, I think episode length time? I'm not gonna go for a specific level count per episode. More so just 27 minutes, or 25 minute long episodes. Although, whenever possible, I guess whenever I have to, I will, make an episode longer by playing a level the entire way through, as there's cases where there will be, times when we end off a level, end off an episode, at just the right point, but going into next episode, that episode will just become, just insanely short. I think I'll mention it later when we get a certain power-up, but, this game and exploration kinda go together really well. You wouldn't expect it to go together so well, but it just does. Also, I think now that I can mention it, or I guess it's a good a time as any to mention it, fucking these guys. Some electric looms will be in bubbles. Those are temporary, so it's in your best interest to just collect them then and there. And others just are out and about those. Don't worry so much about those. And with from what I remember when I played this level last, this has a surprisingly strict loom count. So, don't mind me. Yeah, things are just strewn about all over the place. I guess I might really just be forgetting about this. Although it is the first world, and I don't really remember the first world of a level, or a game, that well. Okay, I can't just do that. Yeah, with the king looms, they double the amount of they double amount the thing you're collecting is worth. So a normal loom will go from being worth 1 to being worth 2. So really, in most cases, it's better to go off and rush through the level. while the King Loom is singing, or while the King Loom music is playing. Although that being said, there's a little bit of extra time where the King Loom music has stopped, but the bonus still applies. If I had to... Okay. Yes, while we may not have Rayman's famous ability of being able to, hover, we do have something slightly better in the meantime. And that is if you're in midair, attacking once will stall you, or slow you down a little bit. That will be used for something I will probably have to refrain from later on down the line, but just note it's a really handy thing to recorrect yourself. In fact, even when we get the hover, I would recommend outright that you stick to using the attack, or mid-air attack, to correct yourself. I feel like something is up there, but I don't know if that is correct. So we have a handy dandy contraption, but I'm not gonna mess with that. Instead, I'm just gonna waltz around and kill them the old-fashioned way. Still also want to throw this out there. Even though the game may still be showing the inputs as if I was using a keyboard, I'm not using a keyboard. Although, that being said, this game on keyboard isn't that bad. Although there is a certain aspect to it which is something I would not recommend. Just want to mention this now. If you go to collect a heart when you already have one, you're rewarded with 5 extra looms. Those 5 extra looms are going to help you out. As some levels have a lenient amount of looms, others just don't, so, I'm not entirely sure if I can. We'll be up to it, do the thing. I'll do one more full episode level on this, but I guess I'll mention it now in case I have to. Oh yeah, right, that, okay, now is the perfect time to mention it. If I miss a Electoon, either from a hiding place or just from not collecting enough Electoons, or looms, and even the loom medal, at the end of an episode, I will splice in where they were, or where to find them. I will even do a sped up version of, include a sped up version of me going through the level again and collecting the appropriate amount of looms I need. So this is when we get to something interesting. But, actually, I'll show this now, just because I can. Although, I think this might be tab? Okay, that is tab. Going into a level again, from either the results screen or just from the menu, allows you to replay the level, but this time, there's something different. You can now do a time attack, And, while I am still going to be doing the time attacks, I'm going to splice it up a little bit, and I won't be doing them until the episode after we finish a world, as, I feel like it would be a little weird, for a YouTube video, if, we just, finish a level, and then we go immediately back through the level again, sort of thing. So, let's go back now, shall we? Also, yes, I would like to mention that, these loading screens are really good for giving you practice to things. Also, would like to mention that, in a casual playthrough, I would very much just go back through the level and get the, or do the time attack then and there. But anyway, so you know what, I think I might end off the episode there, but there's going to be something we check out first before we end off. So, we have some character skins, as well as some different characters. These 4 are unlocked at base. And as you can see here, we unlock them by collecting Electoons. So, normally I would just immediately switch to this skin and call it a day. But because I wanted to show all skins off, I'm thinking, or I haven't really decided yet, but I'm thinking that I will alternate between the skins. I think there's around 18 skins, and I'm not entirely sure how long this series will be going on for. So I'm thinking maybe each skin will get 2 episodes worth, I think. And you know what? I think I might save default Rayman 2nd episode for much, much later, so, you know what? Before we use a new skin, let's use a different character first. This is not something I normally do, but yes, we can see here that we have a lot of, a few things to unlock, and, these 2 final bubbles, let's just say that we need a lot of Electoons to unlock them. Fairly short, something ridiculous like, I don't know, all of them? So, yeah. I'm thinking next episode, now that we're going to be using Glowbox, just casually forget the name. Next episode we will continue on in, I believe it's Gibberish Jungle. I think. Perhaps. And that thing up there will check out whenever we have the amount of Electoons we need. Although I will say that because we're going to be doing the time attacks, we will be collecting a lot of Electoons really fast. So until then, that's when I'll see you.